Welcome back. There were a number of new and exciting events going on at this year's Cattle Industry Annual Convention and NCBA Trade Show in San Antonio, Texas. But one of the most popular events was the NCBA Invitational Bull Riding at Cowboy's Dance Hall. Reporter Brian Baxter gets an up-close and personal look at the competition and shows us how the Cowboys themselves were auctioned off as part of this first ever NCBA event.
I love bull riding.
Different every night, you know, everything go wrong.
They have the best bull riders right here, and the Pen of Bulls is one of the best in the world.
It's just man against beast, you know. It's the one thing in sports that can't be controlled, you know.
The NCBA Invitational Bull Riding event brought together 40 of the best bull riders in the world to compete in the roughest and toughest sport on dirt.
It's an opportunity for cattlemen all across the nation to come and watch a sport that they all have a little bit of passion for.
The bull riders brought their go big or go home attitude to the sold-out arena.
If I thought I was going to lose, I'd have stayed at home. There would have been no point in coming.
Some riders have a pretty simple strategy when it comes to holding on for those 8 critical seconds.
It goes pretty fast, and I try not to think about anything. Maybe I have my eyes closed. I'm not real sure. I just nod my head and hold on.
If the event itself isn't enough to get your adrenaline pumping, the Calcutta made it even more exciting for the fans as they had a chance to bid on and buy their favorite cowboy.
My daughter is engaged to an Australian and she's over there going to college in Australia. I favor the Australian Cowboys, so that's why I was determined to get an Australian Cowboy, and I got one. And when my boy's riding, I will be standing up cheering him on.
We bought Travis Sellers and Elliot Jacoby. I figured we had a pretty good shot with him. He's hot.
I'm rooting for Brian Richardson tonight.
And the excitement was over the top when the final bids came around.
I stood up and went, yes! They told me not to get on the table. They said, that's okay, you can be excited, just stay on the floor, don't get up on the table.
With names like Clam Digger and Love Machine, the Bulls might have had a little something to do with all the excitement.
Bulls are always favorites.
The matchup pays a lot. I mean, whether it fits the guy.
I got Jared Farley, and I love hot tamales. Hot tamales is my very favorite candy in the whole world, and he's riding hot tamale, so it's doomed. He's gonna win.
Unfortunately, Hot Tamale and many others bucked their riders off, but for one fan, a chance meeting and an autograph far outweighed losing the Calcutta pot. And with so many cattlemen at the event, the bull riders felt a strong connection to the audience.
All the cattlemen, I mean, they're cowboys at heart. I mean, they're the true cowboys. The cattle market's high and low, and I mean, when it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. So, I mean, you just keep poking along, and eventually it'll all work out in the end.
I would say that the income can be about the same. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Those at the convention say it was a great way to cap off the week in San Antonio.
That's awesome. There's so many people here.
I think it was a great idea. It really caps off the weekend. I would recommend that they do it again because I think it's, well received by the members of the Cattle Association.
And no one can disagree with the final message of the night.
Eat beef.
I can honestly say both my wife and I thoroughly enjoyed our evening at the NCBA Invitational. Now remember, next year's Cattle Industry Annual Convention and NCBA Trade Show will be right here in Denver, Colorado. I hope you'll plan to join us there. We already have the details on our website at cattlementocattlemen.org.